Marsis is a Latvian PR manager and multimedia artist, specializing in the production of ecological art, films, and music. One of his passions is the implementation of log hives, both as objects of public interest and aesthetic examples of human-nature interaction. Marsis is the founder and president of Log Hive Beekeeper Association Cirgale. There we go. And last autumn, one of their hives was installed in the center of Latvia's capital, Riga. So, choose him.
Hello, pleased to meet you. I would like to say big thanks to organizers and everyone who have come here. And I'm representing two things in this conference. I have to welcome all of you to Latvia. That's first thing, because I'm representing the municipality of Ropaži. And other thing is that I'm representing Society of Cirgale, as Steve told us already. In these photos you can see two projects what we are working, and our main goal is to bring bees back in the forest, because I come from the country which is covered mostly about 80 or even more % with forests, which aren't very old forests, and we don't have very many old trees which are comfortable to be for the bees. That's why we are making this kind of log hives, which is maybe even a tradition in our country about 1,000 of years. Now, what do we see here? You see on the right corner there is one guy. He's a real badass, I must say. He's coming. He's bold and beautiful, as you can see. Say hello to Marish. In these examples, you can see on the top there is log hives, how they have been looked about hundreds of years in Latvia. These examples on the left corner is about 100 years ago in Garkalne. There's like a collection of hives. And those others you can see even now in Open Air Museum of Latvia. On the bottom you can see how does look log hives in our neighbor country called Belarus, where we went around 2016. Next one. And our main goal is to survive of Apis mellifera, which is aboriginal bee in Latvia. And I would like to tell you one more story. It's about fighting hornets. If you have some problems with hornets, then we have a very simple solution. You can use just simple bottle of water, like big bottle. Take old jam, beer or whatever with alcohol in it, and the hornets will drown in the sweet die, because they will get in the bottle, but they can go out of the bottle. And if you have some problems with hornets, it's a very simple and very good solution. Here you can see what I am doing. This is a process of my art. One of my education is fine art, and as you can see, it's how I do it, and it's my way. Other example is that metal design to hang the beehive to the tree. It's a very good solution. If you need this kind of thing, we can manufacture and get it to you. In the corner, in the snow, you see a picture of Brahmi Devi, which is Indian goddess of bees. And I'm very into mythology of bees, and that's why I'm always happy to know what kind of bee gods every country has. If you have some information, please tell me. Those two signs are from ancient Russia. They have lived in Solovetska Island, and they were called Zosim and Savati, and there are only two known people who are known to us, which are real persons who lived in the north and had about 1,000 log hives, and in the best years they had about 80 tons of honey of produce. That's why they are saints in Orthodox Church of Russia. Here you can see the process and designs of log hives, how it works, and you can see how we are putting up one log hive in the center of Riga in one park. Yes, that's all.
We have a special edition or addendum to his presentation, which is a short 3-minute video.
Planet Earth is home to a surprisingly diverse family of insects that pollinate wild plants, promote fertility because they themselves are very valuable fertilizers. These insects are essential to a healthy nature and the well-being of humanity. Bees are an endangered species of pollinators and are recognized by scientists around the world. Latvia is not in a good position in this area either. In many places, ancient forests have been cut in Latvia, so it is important to think in similar categories. Like ornithologists for birds, we create a home for bees in forests, meadows, and urban environments so that in the next decade their amount swooned, so that the amount of renewable natural resources increases as quickly as possible, so that Earth lungs and all life on planet Earth breathes more easily and healthily. You have the opportunity to become a collaborator of Cirgale Society and take part with your offer. Each solution has an individual approach. We need funding for instruments, for timber. It would also be desirable to involve young people to learn the profession in life and to develop their own understanding of extremely important subject matter. The objectives of the Association Cirgale are to promote the conservation and expansion of natural, botanical and zoological diversity, preservation of population, and to inform and educate the public about it. Second, make log beehives, place them in public and private areas, inform and educate the public about the positive environmental impact of this activity, especially on forests, and in particular for Apis mellifera, a European dark bee that is an aboriginal species in Latvia and that is a species that has become endangered. Encourage natural selection processes in order to create stronger colonies and swarms. And one more important thing our society recommends for everyone is to plant trees. So let us all plant trees in the coming spring.
Spring. It's spring, let's plant trees. We're going to ask Peter to come up and talk about pesticides. And this is Peter from Sheep Drove Farms. Only 5 minutes.
I must say this has been a great conference. It's really inspiring to me, and I love the Latvian stuff. It's wonderful. We will certainly be ordering